again. So today's video is going to be a little bit different content-wise. I'm very, very excited. In past videos, I've been kind of hinting at the fact that this channel is definitely about my career as a boudoir photographer, talking about it, and I've also been kind of leaving little breadcrumb hints about maybe also talking about art or something of the like. Today, we're finally doing that. I have been absolutely binging Kathleen Illustrated's videos about crafting and making your clothes an art project, and I'm obsessed with doing that right now. I've been really big into embroidery the last year or two, and I've been doing just lots of different things to my clothes to kind of personalize them and customize them. And she made a video about painting a purse, maybe two purses. It's been just like in my brain for a while since I watched that video, and I finally was like, you know, I really want to try that. And I literally have the perfect canvas for it. So I have this little Steve Madden yellow bag that I've had for a few years. She's even starting to like peel just a little tiny bit at the bottom. And I'm really excited to paint it and bring you along with me. It's something that I've never done before, so take this as not a tutorial, but as an exploration, an experiment, if you will. I love experimenting with different mediums and just like trying new stuff. YOLO is basically my life's motto. So this is not out of character for me, but it is something new on the channel, so I'm very excited. Let's go. So I already mocked up my design in Procreate on my iPad, and I'll put like a bigger picture right here. So I wanted to go with something that was like kind of monochrome, like still staying in like a warmer color palette, and just kind of playing in that space and then giving it just like a little pop of color. And that's what I kind of went with in the stars, like the little shooting stars around it. I've been really into like sun and moons lately. Did anyone else have a family member that was super into suns and moons? And then everyone started making fun of that aesthetic, and now that is your aesthetic, and now you're afraid that everyone's going to make fun of you for it? I feel like that's not a thing. I feel like celestial stuff is like too trendy, but so I'm safe. Anyway, the design is like pretty simple, so I thought it would be a good, kind of first try at the painting process. Let's go get the materials and let's get started. Okay, so I've got the bag in question. I have my little set of mini brushes. These are grabby. They're from Amazon. I have a little paint palette so that I can mix colors. I already know that I'm gonna want to. And I have these acrylic leather paints. So this purse is like a faux leathery material. I don't know exactly what it is, but I knew that I didn't want to use just regular acrylic because it would just peel off and it just wouldn't be really that durable for actually using. And I do use this purse on a very regular basis. This is like one of my very go-to bags. So I wanted to make sure that the paint that I used was actually going to hold up over time. So what I'm using is this Angelus acrylic leather paint. And I just have those in the primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. And I have black and white so that I can make any color that I need to. So I've got everything I need here. I do have a little bit of a spoiler to share with you. I started without you. I know, I'm sorry. Listen, I just wanted to get going. And this was before I thought, oh, this would be a fun video to make and share with people. But lucky for you, all I have down is the base layer. So this is how she's looking right now. I put down the white just so that whatever color I decide to put on top of it, that it's going to have like a full saturated color of whatever I mix, because if you don't put down a white layer underneath, there's a chance that the transparency of the paint could allow for some of the background color, which in this case is yellow, to come through. It wouldn't be a big deal because I am sticking to this kind of monochrome palette anyway, but I thought just for the sake of opacity and even just durability of having, you know, this kind of like protective underlayer for the color, that it would just hold up a little bit better. So that's all I've done. That's all I got. And I realized with the stars, I was like, these are going to be so small that will I even notice the transparency issue with those? So I really just made little marked areas of where I want them. We'll just kind of wing the rest. So let's get started. Not ruining the precious sleeves of the sweater. When I started mixing these colors, I started with a yellow base, and this leather paint is quite a bit thinner than like what I'm used to with like acrylic paint and gouache paint even. So it was a little bit interesting to kind of get used to the texture, but I think this is where I actually goofed up. I should have started with a red base and went more orange and then added the white in order to get the color that I got, because I don't like the color that came out. So that's what we started with. I'm going to be doing a second layer of it anyway, so I will be spending more time mixing the correct color that I actually want the second time around. So we've got our colors down. I don't love them. They don't look like my sketch, so I'm gonna take this as a layer 1, and then I'm gonna work a little bit longer on getting the right color mixed. I thought the yellow would be okay, but I really don't love it. I really want it closer to what I had in my sketch, so we're gonna let this dry until tomorrow, and then we'll do some more. Okay, I have no idea how long it has been since that last clip, so hello. So I got that first layer down, and I didn't really love the colors that were coming out, and so I decided to kind of do some more mixing of the colors and try again for the second layer. It still didn't come out exactly how I had planned it out in my original sketch. In fact, none of the colors really did. I'm not sure why, but I am finding that mixing these leather acrylic paints is a little bit difficult for me, at least. So when it still didn't come out the right color, I was very confused and a bit frustrated. However, I still think it looks really cute. So the second layer over the yellow of the orange, I don't know if you are going to be able to see it. It didn't come through all the way, so it left like this little kind of, I don't know, impressionist style of mixing of the colors, and I really don't hate it actually. And then I went ahead and painted on the little stars, and again, I was really having a hard time getting that bright pink magenta color that I have in my original sketch. So overall, I'm still very happy with it, and I'm excited to get into doing the details today and hopefully finishing her up. Let's do some painting. We did it. I am really glad, honestly, to be done with this purse painting. Like, I'm the type that is just like, I want to see it done. I just want to see it fully realized. And I'm actually really happy with it. I think it turned out so pretty, and now I get to wear my favorite purse and have like a little art piece on it, which is so cool. This was definitely a lot of learning experiences, a lot of trial and error, and just trying and experimenting with this new medium with leather acrylic paint. And I am very excited to try this again. Maybe some things that I could share with you to possibly help you if you ever decide to try something like this. I did do that white underpainting, and I really don't think that was necessary at all. The fact that you're gonna want to do multiple coats of this anyway just kind of defeats the purpose of the underpainting, because you're gonna see the white through it anyway. So like you might as well just do multiple coats and start with the color that you want. Plus, on mine, I had tried to kind of wipe off some of the white when I was doing that original underpainting, and I didn't quite get all of it off. So now I have these kind of like ghosting lines on some parts of the piece, but it is what it is. We're already, here. I tried to cover them up as much as I could, but I didn't want to paint over the white part because I was trying to get it off because I didn't want paint there. So anyway, I don't think the white underpainting was necessary. Those Angelus acrylic leather paints do come in more colors than what I bought. I do think that they would be worth purchasing so that there's less mixing required. Like I said, something about them, like I think the red might be like a slightly blue based red. I don't know. It just felt like the red got muddy so quickly when I was mixing it, and I just feel like maybe there was something about it. Maybe it's just me. I could just be a dunce. I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't mixing them right. Maybe it's just because it was my first time using them. Who knows? I will say, I think the less mixing that you have to do, the better. Anyway, I hope you had fun with me doing this project. I really enjoyed making like a little process video about it and getting to kind of share my thoughts as I go, especially because it's something that I have never done before. And if you would like to see more videos of me tackling my art projects like this, whether they're for myself, for my boudoir business, or as gifts for my friends and family, with the holidays coming up, I am making a ton of handmade gifts. I have a lot of autumn birthdays as well in my friends and family circle. So I've been working on a ton of handmade gifts for just the people that I love. And I think possibly sharing projects like that would also be really fun. And yeah, I would just love to share more of this side of me here as well because while, yes, I am a full-time photographer, that is like my job, I also am an artist first. So I'm always dabbling in all these other kinds of creative projects, and I think it's really fun to share that here with you as well. So if you want to see more of that, please give this video a like. Let me know in the comments what you thought of my painting. What did you think of the final product? I think she's quite lovely. And make sure to hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss a video whenever I post, whether that's going to be about boudoir photography or a creative project next. I don't know. I think it's going to be a behind the scenes October self-portrait. Yeah, I think so. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again, and I hope you do something creative this weekend. Bye.